Alright, well welcome world to another Bullet Brawl, and look at this. We have the same opponent from a few weeks ago. A few weeks ago is the name of today's Bullet Brawl. At least it should be. 70 years ago, right? Let's sack a pawn and get a bishop pair to get it going, yeah? We like it. We are opening up the position. Wow, this just feels dirty, doesn't it? This feels so dirty. Like the kind of dirty that he shouldn't be able to get away with, if you ask me. So now I have a few different options, huh? I'd like to put the rook on the d file. I'd also like to put the pony on d3. Well, let's hope I can do better than the last match against the infamous Mr. Hess. Grandmaster Robert Hess here, where I lost 2.5, 1.5 if you missed that Bullet Brawl that day. Well, he's going to play knight h4. I actually don't like my last move. Wait, he doesn't. He doesn't do it. I am okay with that, actually. Oh, I thought I had this move, knight takes f4. I guess I almost kind of do, huh? Knight takes, take on d3, take on e2, bishop d3. He comes back with the knight. I guess I'll play it. I'm actually losing here, so this is about as good as I can do right now, I believe, to play this way. Yeah, now what? What would be the question? Not sure. We will kick them out. Kick them all out. And get the open files. A tricky position with the rooks versus the knights here. Not 100% sure on who's better. I would assume my opponent must be doing just fine. You'd think. Knowing how much we normally like the pieces. But it's also not so simple at times, when the rooks are able to get active on open files, as mine might get if I can enter into e2. So we will see. Uh-oh. He had this move, knight f6, and he missed it. I just saw it. But now he sees that opportunity. He seizes that opportunity. Oh, really? Interesting. I'm about to lose on time, though, which would be known as the biggest problem. That would be known as the biggest problem currently facing the world today. Forgot his bishop was on h1. Okay, so we resign, and we do it again. Let's see if we can pick up our game here. Let's switch back to e4 against Mr. Hess, and we'll play the Jinji special. We will play the Jinji special, is what we will do. And we'll see how well he knows his business here. We will see just how well he knows the business. Not so good. A good opening here for me. Bishop pair is strong. H4 pawn is not ideal. And a good opening overall. Now he's got this isolated pawn. How do I want to deal with it? I guess I'll go with check first. And then retreat the bishop. Yeah, keep the bishop pair. Let's keep the bishop pair. And hopefully we can strike even here in today's Bullet Brawl. Don't worry, I promise not to sing Sam Smith. If you missed the last Bullet Brawl when I don't know. I went into a whole nother zone. It was weird. Wow, he's sacking pieces because I'm missing tricks, that's why. He's sacking pieces because it works and I'm getting checkmated. What a tricky little man. That was such a that was such a tricky move. I mean, the whole thing is just based on that little trick. So, but good for him, I guess. I missed it. Wow, I should just play King B1 or something, or even Bishop B4 to trade it off. Okay, well, what can we do now? Let's see. We have to do something. I guess let's attack the queen and see where that gets us. I have some weird ideas coming now, like bishop f4 check and knight to b5, so he has to be a tad careful, I guess. Guess we'll put the bishop here. Oh, wait a second. That didn't prevent him from taking the pawn as once thought. He's threatening knight a3 check, so I better stop that. Well, this doesn't look like it has the makings of being a great day right now. Let's see if we can swindle our way back into this match. Right now, not looking very promising. Just too many threats, too many problems. Too many threats, too many problems, too many pieces, not enough time. I will be getting mated here shortly. We can only assume the mate will come shortly. Alright, well, I think that's too much action, not enough time. Let's do it again. Let's not give up just yet. Alright, well, let's play some decent chess, just like we did last time. Similar to our last game in this anti-Grunfeld I remember from the previous match. This time he takes, decides this is a better approach to give me this weak pawn on c6. He's probably right. And we will just give it up. Give up the pawn. What will we do? There's a few different options. I'm just going to give up the pawn. That is what I am going to do. Yeah, he's a little nervous about that idea. Understandably so. Alright, well, let's take here first. And then we have this move e5. Okay. Well, in the end of that, we're down a pawn in the endgame, so not ideal, but the bishop is a well-centralized piece, if I can play fast enough. You have to be careful, I guess. You have to be careful not to play moves like rook e8 and allow the pin. Okay, wait, where's he coming? He's coming in somewhere, but that's a pawn. So I will go ahead and take it. He still wants this check. We see he wants the check. Aha, but wait a second, I can pin. I can also bring the rook down to the second rank. I'm going to keep the rooks on the board, actually, and bring it down to the second rank. Bishop d4 was maybe okay there, and the rook ending is probably holdable for a draw, but it's a bullet, and that's a tough position to play for the rest of the game, so decided it may not be in my best interest to play that way. Thought he would do this. Okay, interesting, I guess. Still, the bishop is a very good piece, and you can see the rook and bishop are outplaying the rook and the knight, but, you know, again, how long will I be able to do this for? Under time pressure, etc. So, that's where things can get tricky, as we all know. It is definitely where things can get messy. Interesting. Well, I can take here, though. Take here. This must be okay now, right? f5. Get my own pass pawn going. Centralization, Holmes. We will centralize the pieces. And we like our chances with the bishop versus the knight. Even here we do. Well, we can't lose, but I guess we can't win either, huh? That's too bad. I guess we just messed it up. But, okay, he still has to be really careful. Wait a second. I guess I'm just stalemating myself. Yeah, he wants me to play H2 and mate myself. That would be quite funny. Play here. Oh no, I just mated myself. Oh my gosh, I was worried about losing on time. Actually, it was brilliant by him. This is the only move. Wow, that was amazing. Outplaying me with the knight versus the rook. Well, sorry, the rook pawn. This is actually a very common idea, and he figured out how to do it. So maybe F3 was a mistake, huh? I guess that is a mistake. I guess I should just be playing H2 right away. Or even play King H2. So, amazing. Amazing by Grandmaster Robert Hess. He will certainly go down in Bullet Brawl history for mating me with the king and knight versus the pawns, proving that that's why it's not just a draw. Forcing me into zugzwang. You see, I have to play H2, and it ends with this incredibly brilliant mate. And, kudos. Of course, it's kind of a well-known idea, this combination. I was aware of it and trying to avoid it. I even saw this idea of playing H2 earlier, but I didn't see this coming. So I needed to keep a little more flexibility and not stalemate myself with F3. But okay, that's a good day. It was a fun day here, and despite losing 3-0, losing to a friend, and obviously a very strong player, so too bad. I think we're a little bit closer than that in terms of bullet strength. I won't normally lose just 3 games in a row like that, but hey, that's life. And follow me on Twitter. And let's go to Chess.com and sign up, shall we? Stop messing around on YouTube.